Hi, this is Vinnieart, former lead designer for McFarlane Toys, Diamond Select, Toy Biz, and I'm also a comic book creator. And all the books you see here are from my company, Mela Art World. Please stay tuned for the end of the video to find out how to get these amazing books. Today's piece is Selina Kyle, the unmasked version, which is basically it's Zoe Kravitz, and this is from the Batman movie. So I showcased the McFarlane, the Batman, a little while ago. So I was able to get my hands on this one, and I know this one's slightly more rare than the masked version. For some reason, I still think they should have just had two heads in the box. One masked, one unmasked. But they want to get that extra money from people. Just like most companies, they just want to keep milking the fans, which is kind of sad and ridiculous. But anyway, this is the box for it. And the promo shot is, I don't know, it's kind of bland to me. But for what it is, you could see the figure is, decent. It's nice. And but anyway, we're going to crack it open now, and I'll give you the pros and cons. So here she is out of the box. And right off the bat, she looks pretty good, like compared to most female McFarlane figures. For some reason, they kind of dropped the ball on a lot of them. And this one has some issues. I'd say it's a little bit closer to kind of Zoe Kravitz, her kind of body shape, because she is a very petite kind of woman, a very small waist, kind of narrow hips. But the upper half, because of the articulation, looks slightly too large to me. The width of the shoulders. But like I said, I'll break it down during the articulation segment. It's not to say that I hate the figure, but there are things that could have been done way, way better. And, one of the main problems, I think, is that whip. So, we're going to break down the articulation. Like I said, before we get into that, I'm sorry. Well, I want to show you a little bit more of the details in this. So, the face sculpt is pretty good. I mean, McFarlane used to do better jobs back in the day, but they're kind of starting to get closer again to that. But you could tell that this is just, kind of done on the computer, ZBrush and whatnot. But there are good textures on the costume. It's fairly accurate to the movie, I think. And like the paint is pretty good too, kind of like the glossy bits here and there. Again, it's okay for what they did. This, garbage, pure garbage. You can't do anything with it. It's wrapped up. It's cumbersome. Shit. So articulation wise, great movement with the head. So it's on a beautiful ball joint, and it go up, down, side to side, everything you need. Shoulders go all the way around. It does have a bicep cut up there. It's got double hinge for the elbow. The wrist has nice articulation. Surprisingly, it's not just that big goofy ball joint that they usually have. The butterfly joint is useless and makes it look like her shoulders are gigantic. This is the main issue I have with the figure. Like, why would you do a joint like that for a female figure? Anyway, the waist is fantastic. Goes back a really good range. Good hula hoop. But if you go too far forward, it looks like she's got a weird growth on her back. So there you have that. She does do the Van Dams just fine. A little bit of thigh movement up there, but it's all the way on the top. A double hinge for the knee, which is pretty good. Big goofy ball joint for the ankle. But you get, again, pretty good movement and toe articulation. It's kind of useless. Side to side's fine. Here she is with the Batman, and that is the updated version of the Batman. I was able to get my hands on one that didn't have those two mistakes with the cowl and the upside down abs. So this is the corrected one, and that's a good thing. I returned the other one, but I think they look pretty nice together. Like I said, the female figure, she's not awful. I'd say there was just some aesthetic choices that could have been changed. but in comparison with Batman, they scale beautifully. And yeah, her shoulders don't look as big when she's with him. But by herself, if you're just looking at the figure, yeah, I don't know. It almost looks like she also has a hunchback because the shoulders are so big. And it was completely useless. I think McFarlane dropped the ball with those stupid cup joints that they usually do. For they think it's good for butterfly movement, and it really isn't. It's cumbersome. It's stupid, and like I said, it could hurt a lot of figures if done incorrectly. But again, here's a nice clean shot of them together. Here's a regular little pose for you. And she does fit on the bike fairly well. I mean, like, it looks pretty good anyway, I mean, at least to me. And yeah, and the way that kind of everything's positioned, it kind of looks like she's almost made to be sitting on a bike or something. But either way, she's okay for what she is. I wasn't blown away. There are major issues, but the likeness is pretty much there. Yeah, I think the sculpt work is okay for, what she is, and the texturing and stuff on the suit are really nice. The whip is useless. It's garbage. You can't do anything with it. It doesn't really fit in her hands properly. Why would you not have a proper whip or some kind of, chain weapon or something in there? I just, it makes no sense to me why they make the choices that they do, but there you have it. I have no idea if the masked version has an extended whip or if it's the same garbage solid plastic piece. But if anyone else has one, let me know. And yeah, so remember, guys, be kind to one another. Be kick-ass while you create. Collect what you love. And yeah, until next time, I'll be having some more, cooler figures real soon. Hi, this is Vinnie and we have Through the Woods hardcover book written by Frankie Tartamella. All the artwork is done by me. It's a beautiful hardcover book. Take a look at this fantastic artwork. This is 98 pages, ghost story. I think everyone's going to love this thing. It's amazing. And yeah, we have another fantastic project here, City of Venus. I wrote this one. I did all the artwork on it. Another fantastic project. I'm going to be putting a link in the description to all the videos. And yeah, so please check this one out. And thank you very much. Both of these books are available right now and they ship immediately. So yeah, take a look at the size difference as well. One's more in a European format and the other one's like a standard comic book. And we also have two beautiful art books here, volume 1 and 2. These are 52 pages each. And it just has just a whole bunch of different stuff in here, from your favorite characters, pinups, yeah, pretty much everything, and the kitchen sink. So yeah, these are also available, and they're on the City of Venus campaign.